live in HD. This is 2 News at 5.
A powerful earthquake rocks Chile and sends tsunami warnings across the Pacific. Good evening and thanks for joining us for 2 News at 5 o'clock. The quake struck in the early morning. More than 200 people are reported dead in Chile, and the shaking triggered an alert for possible tsunamis throughout the Pacific, including Hawaii. Pat St. Clair now with our top story.
The earthquake could not have struck at a worse time in the early morning hours Saturday when most people were asleep. This is video of firefighters rescuing a girl from her apartment. This woman recounts her experience.
We were sleeping, we were resting, and then there was a quick, it's a lot of strong noise and everything just started falling.
When day broke, television cameras saw images such as these. This is Maipú, Chile, a heavily damaged city near the epicenter off the Pacific coast. Nearly 7,000 miles away, residents of Hawaii were told to stay alert and evacuate low-lying areas. A tsunami warning was issued for Hawaii as the Pacific waits to see the effects from the earthquake. Max Louie was at the grocery store bright and early to get supplies.
Like there's a water frenzy and everyone's kind of going crazy around the water section.
President Obama says the United States stands with Chile and also asks Americans in possible danger areas to be prepared.
We can't control nature, but we can and must be prepared for disaster when it strikes.
Back in Chile, the nation's government is pleading with its citizens to remain calm and says it can handle the crisis. I'm Pat St. Clair reporting from Atlanta.
Now, at this time, there are no reports of injuries or deaths of Americans from the earthquake. The LDS Church has released a statement on its missionaries there. It says it's had contact with most of the mission presidents in the country. Quote, "We are still trying to reach the mission president in the Concepcion mission, which is closest to the epicenter, and 2 missionaries on the Juan Fernandez Islands off the coast of Chile." A Utah man and his family now living in Chile were on their 10th floor in an apartment in downtown Santiago when the shaking started. Power went out, so Jared Mashburn and his wife looked from the balcony, came back in, got the kids. Jared says it was the most frightening experience. I interviewed him via Skype this afternoon.
We ran down and grabbed our kids from their rooms. And as we were at the front door, I mean, this is in pitch dark. We were at our front door. We had the door open. We couldn't move. We couldn't stand up. It was like, going through the shaking house in a fun house, just like that. And we just sat there. And the only thing the only thing I could think of was any moment the floor is going to drop from our feet.
Do you have damage in your apartment?
Yes, I do. Compared to the damage that's been shown on the news in Chile, this is nothing, but it does show you that there is definitely some structural damage. Here's the entrance to our kitchen here. You can see that the cement is a little bit shifted, and then there's various things like in our hallway here. Sorry for the lights. We don't have lights here. There's been some plaster and some cement that has fallen off the ceiling.
Well, Jared, his wife, and 4 kids are okay. We're going to have more from him coming up tonight on 2 News at 10.